My name is Joy Air, and my company is Freedom with Joy. I'm proud to bring you Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. As you might know, Robin lost her voice last year, and when she is healed, she will be back offering Mystic Radio live.
Welcome to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from Mystical Mount Shasta. If it is Wednesday or Sunday, it's Mystic Radio. Hi, I'm Bob Bortonero, Robin's husband and producer of Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. Robin and I welcome our listeners from all over the world to call the show today. It's your calls and questions that make our live call-in show so intriguing. So to talk to Robin today, and I know you're out there, so give us a call. Talk to the Mystic, Robin Alexis, today. Robin and I want to thank you for joining us today and for telling your family friends about Mystic Radio. As many of you know, Mystic Radio is an experience, not an explanation, which means you have to experience her to really know the true Robin Alexis.
Isn't it fun? He's my husband and the producer of this show. This is Robin Alexis. Thank you for joining us live today, and thank you for joining us every Wednesday at noon Pacific. The goal of this show is to provide each one of us with self-empowerment, where we know, trust, and act upon our own knowing. And what is knowing? It is our intuition. And what is intuition? It is our soul's guidance. So if you think in terms of oneself as an eternal being, a soul who's had multiple experiences, wouldn't it just be divine memory to be able to access what it is that you know and be able to utilize it to create and manifest for yourself in the present and into the future? So that's what this show is all about, and it can be very alluring to give one's power away to someone who has gifts that are so blatant like mine, but I do encourage you to never surrender that free will to me. It's all about you really getting in touch with your personal power and your own ability to be accountable for your thoughts, words, and deeds. So, and I do want to let people know that I did something different this week. I did offer people to ask me questions on my Facebook page. If we don't get to them live, I will answer them on Facebook later.
So, when you call in, or if you're on hold, you have one question to ask Robin, so make it a good one, and she can be of service to you in many ways. She can teach you how to manage your own energy and help you get the clarity about the choices you have to make in life. She can tell you about your past lives, as she's a medium, and she can talk to babies, people, or pets who transition to the other side, and she can rebalance your energy. So we have a great show for you coming up today with our courageous callers on hold. Callers, please take your phone off speaker and turn off your radio or computer before you get on the call with Robin. Please pay attention. You're on a radio show. We may come to you at any minute, and the reason we ask you to take your phone off speaker and a computer or radio, you need to clearly communicate with Robin, and she can't hear you. So please do that, and things are going to get really hot on this show today.
Yeah, I can feel that vibe too, Bob, and I bet our listeners can too. And if you are one of the folks out there who forgets to listen to Mystic Radio, then 2 words of advice. One, you can set your cell phone alarm on repeat for 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesdays, and you can put the Mystic Radio call-in number in your phone, which is 888-298-5569, and of course you can listen to the archives of our show on YouTube, and we'll explain how you can do that a little later on in the show.
Right off your website, RobinAlexis.com.
Okay,
Just
so that
go to
was
the website,
it.
listen to all our old shows. I'm going to play the gong, clear the energy for the show, my dear.
Yes.
And then we will get to the questions. Clearing, 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 clearing. We are clear to take off with Laura Anna from Maui, Hawaii. Laura Anna, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. You're on with Robin Alexis.
Hi.
Hi, how may I serve you?
Well, I'm feeling a lot of pressure, like I'm at a breaking point where something needs to give, and I've been looking at solutions. Part of me says, like, the solution is to get a job. I have a lot of people around me. I think that's a good idea. And part of me is like, no, forget about that for now. Just stand your ground and maybe go into deeper.
What is your question for me?
I guess I'm wondering, like, what is, is the solution getting it? What is the guidance, or what are you picking up? Is getting a job a solution? Do I stand my ground? Like, I kind of want to get a sense of what's going on and how I can ease what's going on right now.
Okay, so the first thing that I'm hearing is that each one of us has an overlighting diva of our resources. So when we are born, it's important for us to remember that we are the light, that we shall remain the light, and that we've chosen to come into human form. And ideally, we're taught when we're first born up into age 2 that we will be given everything we need to fulfill our earthly purpose. What I'm sensing with you is that the overlighting diva of your resources is disconnected from your light body. And so whether you were to get a job or not, you still would be missing the mark, if you will, of actually being sustained and nourished and fortified by your original birth team. So what I'm feeling is that, getting a job may be part of that recalibration of your energy field, but initially, if we look at the cause of the problem, it goes back to that. And so what I'm envisioning is that I'm holding you as a newborn in the crook of my left arm, and I am asking for the cosmic mother energy to flow through my eyes into the eyes of your newborn, and your newborn eyes are absolutely the most glorious newborn eyes I have ever seen. And I'm witnessing her and letting her know that she carries the 12-stranded DNA, and that it is important for her to hold the ground of her frequency, that she's come here to be particularly important during this year of 2019. And I'm showing this little newborn baby you where you are right now, and I'm asking her to bring herself and her memory, her knowledge, her wisdom, her ability to connect with the overlighting diva of resources with her, and to bring that forward into the time of now, in the presence of now. Now, the difficulty is when she starts to merge in with you, she seems to be flaying off or disassociating into different timelines. And so what's happening is the resources that are meant to be with you are getting splayed out. And the reason why that is happening is because you've experienced so much trauma in your life. So I would do some healing for yourself and honor that has been what's going on, and see if you can bring the full essence of your inner newborn baby with all of the abilities that she has into your heart, and let her merge in your field and watch the magic begin. That is what you came here to do. You're in your most potent time of your life. And so settle right in there. See if you can find a way to feel safe being in your body, fully empowered. There you go. You just shifted some. That's beautiful. So keep honoring that. And I have to say, with this particular call, I am receiving a surrogate healing. I can also sense, and I feel like crying right now in incredible gratitude for your call, because I can feel myself healing and myself coming home and my own resources aligning with me. We've all gotten too addicted to suffering and scarcity, and we need to lay that down and give ourselves permission to be self-deserving. Thank you so much for this call. Namaste.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
That's beautiful.
Thank you for the call. And we're going to go to Los Angeles, and we've got Ann with us. Ann, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. You are on with Rob and Alexis.
Hi, Ann. How may I serve you?
Oh, thank you so much for taking my call. You sound wonderful. A friend of mine told me about you. My friend is an intuitive, and she sees entities all around me, bad ones.
And so you're calling me to get assistance to be cleared of that vibration?
Yes, I've been very ill for many, many years. And
okay.
I've tried everything.
I am receiving some information. I'm going to do what I can live on the air, but you may also want to schedule an appointment with me. But basically, I definitely see that there are groups of beings around you. My sense is that they've been around you for over 400,000 years, so they've been tracking you for quite a few incarnations.
Wow.
When you initially came to the planet, you came as a humanoid, meaning you had two arms, 2 legs, a head, but you actually weren't human. It looks like you came here from the 8th dimension, so that would be the God mind frequency, the Buddha frequency. And initially when the beings and you came here, you came with very benevolent intent. But somehow the energy matrix has been compromised, and that's where we're seeing displayed the vibration of those predators in your field that you're referring to as entities. And so what I'm asking for permission to do is go into your Akash back to your first time that you came to the planet, and I'm asking for a purification from that point. So it's like you dropped in here and instantly these beings started watching you, and then they started hitchhiking on your field. And actually I'm beginning to feel a clearing coming through for you. I don't know if Bob can, but I'm going to ask him to play the gong for you. Oh, that's beautiful. Now I may start chanting or singing here because the energy, oh, that's beautiful. Ilakatiana maniana riele lekeshatian oyamakai yanokai she o yano aye. So the original reason why they accessed you is at that point in time that you entered into the Earth Zone, you did not have the capability to sense or interpret the different frequencies that were here, and as a result of that you got tagged. These beings initially tagged you out of curiosity, but then they became quite vexed with you because they could see that you had power that they did not, and they could see that you did not know that they were there seeing your power. So they knew you didn't know about your own power. So all of that gig is up. Take your power back. Know that you have, there you go, your energy's clear. That was beautiful. You still may want to book a session with me, but that was an outstanding healing that you just did. And let's bring that forward in time. Follow the quantum physics of healing. Lamani lekeshaltiana khariana. Thank you for your call. Wow, that was interesting.
Well, interesting. We will be back after these messages. This is Mystic Radio.
When is the last time that you felt joy-filled and free in your own body, mind, and emotions? That energy of joy in you is what I assist you to reset and restore. I'm Joy Air, and my company is Freedom with Joy. And I sponsor Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. What is Freedom with Joy? I assist people to get rid of their baggage without having to analyze or relive it. It's just gone, and you get your life back. Joy is an energy, and everything in the world has energy. Our bodies are no exception. When you have emotional baggage from the past, it blocks you from living your full life of love and joy. I'm a certified practitioner of Dr. Bradley Nelson's energy healing modalities, the emotion code and the body code. This work quite often produces marvelous results and wonderful benefits, so you can be free to live in abundant health, love, and happiness. These tools are not meant to replace any medical treatment, but if your body or mind is feeling heavy instead of joy-filled, let me assist you to relieve your burdens and lighten your spirit. Openings for new clients are filling up, so grab this opportunity to schedule a session with me. Call now to schedule your appointment for a free discovery call. 360-582-6595. That's 360-582-6595. You too could experience freedom with joy.
Mystic medium and metaphysical mother Robin Alexis is once again inviting you to schedule your personal one-on-one phone sessions with her. Robin offers you her expertise with a psychology background and her acclaimed metaphysical skills. She's a Reiki master and has been in private practice assisting people to figure out their life concerns for over 30 years. Whether you've just heard about her or like thousands of others who've worked with her on Mystic Radio and in personal readings, You know a session with Robin Alexis can change your life. Robin has a profound skill set that includes past life readings and being a medium who speaks with family, friends, and pets who've transitioned. Robin is also an adept medical intuitive whose abilities range from being able to balance your chakras and energy systems to having a special gift of helping mothers to become pregnant when nothing else has worked. Mystic Robin Alexis can assist you to feel the power of your own mind, your own heart, and your own ability to create the life you deserve. Schedule your sessions with Robin now in the Mystic Store at RobinAlexis.com. That's RobinAlexis.com or call 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499. Call, schedule your appointment, and change your life now. You're listening to an encore edition of Mystic Radio. This show was originally recorded live in April of 2019. Robin will return as soon as her voice returns, so listen every week for an announcement of her return date.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from Mystical Manchester. If it's Wednesday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio.
And if you've been listening to the show and you're intrigued to have your own personal one-on-one phone session with me, you call Bob at 530-859-2499 and he'll get you scheduled in, or you can go direct to my website, RobinAlexis.com, and book there. And I do invite you to come join me on Facebook at Robin Alexis. Now, you've been hearing some pretty interesting calls today about taking one's power back and the idea of who were you when you first came to Mother Earth? Were you human? You know, we all assume that our first incarnation here in Mother Earth was human. Maybe it wasn't. And I do also want to talk about that in terms of maybe you'd like to have a session to discover, you know, who were you when you first came to planet Earth, and kind of follow the thread of your soul's experiences here until you have consciousness right now in 2019. And in terms of that, I'd like to bring up the idea of how come Bob and I are in Mount Shasta. Bob had a beautiful experience, and he was guided to come here. And then when we came here together, I began to have messages from Saint Germain. Saint Germain told me that the property that we would end up buying, which at the time I didn't want to buy a property, was a violet flame portal. And for those of you who don't know what the violet flame is, it's a special dispensation of energy that Saint Germain went to the karmic board and got for us humans because we were so stuck in the karmic wheel, we just weren't progressing forward. And so that energy ended up being very potently on our property. You may be able to feel it as I'm talking to you about it, because this is where we're doing the show, from this violet flame portal. And a confirmation happened with that when we first moved into this house. One of the movers, who was just bringing in the big boxes and, you know, bringing in the big furniture, all of a sudden he turned to Bob and I and he started channeling Saint Germain. And it was one of the most profound and mystical experiences I've had here in Mount Shasta. And we will randomly bump into this individual, and every time we do, he just starts channeling Saint Germain. So I wanted to share that story with you, that maybe you want to talk to some saints or archangels or angels. Maybe you want to know who you were in different incarnations. Give me a call for your one-on-one phone session.
And you want to talk a little more about Saint Germain?
Saint Germain is the child of Saint Germain is the United States of America. He is very involved with the creation of this nation and the democracy that we are protecting. He came in with a being known as Mighty Victory, and when Mighty Victory comes through, it is always victorious. And so I know that we in our country are going through all sorts of evolutionary experiences, perhaps even dealing with some karma, and we need to infuse ourselves and the nation with that violet flame. But know that in the end we will be victorious with sustaining the fabric of democracy, because that is what Saint Germain and Mighty Victory came to do, and it so much it be.
We're going to go to Cassie from Bothell, Washington. Cassie, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. You are on with Robin Alexis.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Robin.
Hi, how may I serve you?
A little cat's body passed away on Monday, and I'm wondering if he has any message for us.
Oh,
Cassie,
sweetheart, I am
Cassie,
so
you need to speak up a little bit. We're on the radio, dear.
Well, I heard her. She's heartbroken because her cat passed away on Monday, and she wants to make sure that the spirit of her cat made it over the Rainbow Bridge. And Cassie, first of all, incredible. I bow deeply to you for the grief of losing your beloved four-legged family member. Bob and I really, really have a lot of compassion for you at this time in your life. In terms of your cat, the cat has not crossed over. The cat is very concerned for you. And so there's a lot of psychic cords, actually, that are going between you and the spirit of this cat. And so I'm asking for, again, I'm going to ask Bob when he has a free moment here to use the gong to release the cords between the two of you so that this spirit cat, there it goes. Okay, so what your cat is telling me is that I don't know if most of the listeners know this, but in our country we've done a lot of testing. The FDA or whoever it was doing a lot of testing on cats. And your cat is lingering and wanted you to call into the show because it is telling me that there are so many spirits of cats that need assistance in crossing over. Actually, the cat's correcting me in saying it's not only in our nation but in other nations where they use cats for food supply. So there seems to be millions of cat spirits here that your cat is now leading over the Rainbow Bridge, and may we all come to the place of understanding the benevolent presence and essence of the four-leggeds, and in this case specifically the spirits of cats. Now, as your cat is assisting these spirits to cross over, there's a tremendous up-leveling of energy. It's almost like spring cleaning, if you will, of these souls that needed to cross over. And they will be back. They're going to be coming back as very enlightened beings. They're going to follow the Lyrian lineage of the blue feline. These are very high vibrational brothers and sisters of the star family. And boy, did your cat just perform a huge role. So thank you so much for calling into the show, Cassie. How do you feel right now? Do you feel any relief at all?
I do feel better. I
Good,
do,
sweetheart.
and I thank you so much.
Well, what a beautiful cosmic kitty you have, and thank you for both of your service to the evolution of consciousness. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, Cassie. And as you know, some of you might know, we are cat lovers, and we have a group of them in the house. And if you want to talk to Robin today, give us a call now on the show. The toll-free number is 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. And we're going to go to Mary from Bothell, Washington. Mary, we got a couple of people from Bothell today. Mary, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. You're on with Robin.
Thank you very much, both Robin and Bob. You know, your warmth and caring just comes right through the radio. We can feel it. So I wanted to thank you.
That's our object. When we don't hear it too often, but we're here in service to the planet, really.
Well, I had a question, but actually the overlighting diva of resources, it felt like that could be for me as well. But I'll go back to my original question, and that is, what's going on with me? I've been working on developing my clairvoyance, audience, cognizance. I do feel a lot of energy in my body. And I've had instances over the years of some amazing experiences, but I'm not advancing. I'm not developing. And then recently, I feel like I've been blocked or filtered from just my everyday intuition. Usually I can tune in and feel an answer, but I almost am not even asking because I'm not getting my regular stuff.
Yeah, Mary, I'm seeing a lot of malfunction going on in your field. And specifically with you, I'm going to look at it in terms of your plasma field. you have quite a few different energy systems that are woven into your plasma field. Some of those you placed in the plasma field eons ago, and your consciousness is ready. Actually, now it's starting to shape shift, so you're already removing that threading that was in there. And you're telling me that the reason why you put that threading in your plasma field eons ago is because you were traveling here, and unlike the first caller, I think it was, who innocently came here and got tracked, you had a precognitive vision before you came into the cosmic realm of Earth that you were going to need to have some sort of protection device. So you did place that in your plasma field, but now it's constricting your ability to access where you actually came from, which I'm hearing that you were originally from Sirius. And so there's a very strong connection of being Syrian in here. There you go. Your energy shifting now. Can you feel that at all, Mary? It's simple. Yes or no, Mary? Can you feel it?
No, I was paying attention to something else in my thumb. So.
Oh, okay. Then maybe your thumb is giving you messages. So
weird.
Well, if that just started happening, then you want to pay attention to that.
Okay.
But I'm observing that your plasma field is shifting. It's going to recalibrate itself to the planet Uranus. You're going to start working with a different guide. The guide is Serapis Bey.
Oh, yes.
Oh, there you go. Now your energy is getting activated. Now you're also pulling out your cording that you've had with some vortex pods on the planet that are part of the dark overlords of the planet. So you're pulling your frequencies out of there, and you're recalibrating them and plugging them in to the vortexes within Mother Earth that are in alignment with your full capacity Uranus plasma field frequency. There you go. That's much better. Now I'm looking at your third eye. It's very blocked up, but I'm going to tell you, I don't want to go further with this live on the air. I'd prefer that you do book a session with me, because you actually do have quite a bit of activity here.
Okay.
Mary, do you travel?
Some. Mm-hmm.
Some. Do you travel across the country?
Yes.
You do. Okay, so my gut is that you may be picking up energy in that other place you're going. Because
okay, I know I have poor boundaries.
Yeah. So we need to talk.
Any help for that? I try to have good boundaries, but I know I take on other people's. I mean, I get other people's temperatures and pain from their surgeries, and heart conditions. I'm trying not to do that.
Well,
I kind of can't tell what's me and what's. I don't know where I end.
Yeah, you got compassion overwhelm going on for sure, but it initially starts because the plasma field that you traveled here in wasn't calibrated to where you need to be. So the very boundary of that was out of step, and then it's filtered into your everyday existence. But this is a complex issue presenting, and I do prefer to work with you. But this is very interesting. I look forward to helping you uncloak from that which no longer serves you and plug you back into the systems that do.
And Mary,
thank you so much.
Mary, this is something you need to get a handle on. It's going to really help you, and it's going to take you down if you don't, because you can't keep taking other people's stuff.
No, I know that.
We really need to learn how to, or you need to, and we need to help you learn how to put a protective bubble around you so you don't pick up this stuff, because it can be very dangerous if it lingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that it does take us out, let's face it. So we have to learn how to manage our own energy. And Bob and I have become quite reclusive as a result of this type of frequency. So whatever it is that one needs to do, one needs to be doing it these days to get us through. All right, sweet Mary, thank you for your call.
Thank you, Mary. Jim, hold on. We'll get to you after the break. This is Mystic Radio, and we will be back with your more questions after this break. This is Mystic Radio.
When is the last time that you felt joy-filled and free in your own body, mind, and emotions? That energy of joy in you is what I assist you to reset and restore. I'm Joy Air, and my company is Freedom with Joy. And I sponsor Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. What is Freedom with Joy? I assist people to get rid of their baggage without having to analyze or relive it. It's just gone, and you get your life back. Joy is an energy, and everything in the world has energy. Our bodies are no exception. When you have emotional baggage from the past, it blocks you from living your full life of love and joy. I'm a certified practitioner of Dr. Bradley Nelson's energy healing modalities, the emotion code and the body code. This work quite often produces marvelous results and wonderful benefits, so you can be free to live in abundant health, love, and happiness. These tools are not meant to replace any medical treatment, but if your body or mind is feeling heavy instead of joy-filled, let me assist you to relieve your burdens and lighten your spirit. Openings for new clients are filling up, so grab this opportunity to schedule a session with me. Call now to schedule your appointment for a free discovery call. 360-582-6595. That's 360-582-6595. You too could experience freedom with joy.
Mystic medium and metaphysical mother Robin Alexis is once again inviting you to schedule your personal one-on-one phone sessions with her. Robin offers you her expertise with a psychology background and her acclaimed metaphysical skills. She's a Reiki master and has been in private practice assisting people to figure out their life concerns for over 30 years. Whether you've just heard about her or like thousands of others who've worked with her on Mystic Radio and in personal readings, you know a session with Robin Alexis can change your life. Robin has a profound skill set that includes past life readings and being a medium who speaks with family, friends, and pets who've transitioned. Robin is also an adept medical intuitive whose abilities range from being able to balance your chakras and energy systems to having a special gift of helping mothers to become pregnant when nothing else has worked. Mystic Robin Alexis can assist you to feel the power of your own mind, your own heart, and your own ability to create the life you deserve. Schedule your sessions with Robin now in the Mystic Store at RobinAlexis.com. That's RobinAlexis.com or call 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499. Call, schedule your appointment, and change your life now. You're listening to an encore edition of Mystic Radio. This show was originally recorded live in April of 2019. Robin will return as soon as her voice returns, so listen every week for an announcement of her return date.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from Mystical Mount Shasta. If it's Wednesday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio.
And if you're getting curious about having a one-on-one phone session with me, I do invite you to schedule one. You can call Bob at 530-859-2499, and he'll get you all set. Or you can go right to my website, RobinAlexis.com, and in the Mystic Store you can schedule your session. And I do encourage you to join me on Facebook at Robin Alexis. Now, some of the listeners have been giving me other thoughts about questions that maybe I could be answering live on the air. And one is, if you are going into surgery, how important is it that the people who are tending to you during that surgical procedure have the energy of holding you to come into wellness? And that's extremely important. So if you're out there and you're thinking that you're going to be having surgery, you might want to book a session with me before you go in, because you want the energy behind the decision of the surgery to be impeccable wellness. You want to make sure that the high self of the nurses and the doctors are really in alignment with you and your healing. So that's just one of the things that you could book a session for, is to make sure that you're not going to pick up energy from someone else who's not really paying attention to your wellness. And also, You've been hearing about Dr. Nels. Dr. Nels takes care of our cats. We have them on a monthly maintenance program where he checks in with them remotely to make sure that they're healthy. We feel that our cats are part of our family and that they also are on our team in terms of protecting us energetically. So the way we protect them to be as good as they can be, to join this family and do the work we do on the planet, we have Dr. Nels take care of them.
And Dr. Nels can be reached at his website, healingministryforanimals.com. And if you want full contact information, you can email me at bob@robinalexis.com. I will get you full information for Dr. Nels, and you can check out his website, healingministryforanimals.com. Let's get back to our callers. We've got Jim from San Mateo, California. Jim, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California, up the road from you. You're on with Robin.
Thanks for taking my call. Robin, you have such an incredible talent, unique gift, and provide such a great service to humanity. Anyone considering a one-on-one reading with Robin, I highly recommend it. Today, I'm calling about to ask for healing on my right elbow. Hope this isn't quite so redundant compared to your message you just had, but back in November, I broke my right elbow, and I had surgery on it, and they put screws in, and my recovery has overall been going pretty well. But at the end of January, I started to notice that I was having a bit of numbness and lack of strength in my fingers, and I assumed that would just get better on its own, and it has gotten a little bit better. But today, when I saw the doctor again, he was concerned that maybe my nerve is being pinched, and he shocked me by recommending that I have another surgery right away to release the pressure on the nerve, as well as maybe take out the screws at the same time. And although I wanted to have the screws out eventually, I thought it would be much later. And so I don't know how this appears to you, and if there's any wisdom you could offer, and if this would help, and or how soon it would need to be done. I have learned a lot from this experience, but I don't know what you can pick up. Thank you in advance.
Well, it is interesting that I was just talking about keeping the sanctity of a surgery process very, very holy. And I do feel that your body is indicating that going in and having that pressure taken off the nerve would be beneficial to you. You don't want to, I don't feel that you would want to wait, that at your comfort, go ahead and schedule that and get that taken care of. I do feel that those particular nerves are wanting to clear something in your field, and they are showing me that not only do they want the pressure taken off them, they want the pressure taken off your peripheral nervous system and how it's been reacting to your psychic abilities. So when I track that back, it's telling me to clear your astral body, and here we go. So there is an astral body clearing going on right now, and I want to thank your nerves for giving us that information, and I want to thank, there you go, your energy shifting. Jim, can you feel that at all in your body?
Definitely.
Okay. I'm going to ask Bob to play the gong again today to keep moving this energy out. And again, let's thank your nerves for letting you know that they're ready to have that pressure taken off them, and that, oh, wow, that's beautiful, Jim. Thank you. Now, Jim, when you do go into surgery, please let me know so that I can go into meditation and hold energy for you to keep your energy nice and clean.
And Jim and everybody listening out there, Robin is only a medical intuitive.
Good
You
point.
always need to check with your medical doctor for anything she says. She can see things, and she's helped a lot of people, but you need to check, not depend on what she says. You need to check with your medical doctor.
Well, as a medical intuitive, I do agree with your doctor. I think surgery would be very helpful for you right now.
And the sooner the better.
Yes, I do feel that way.
Okay.
Jim,
Okay. Thank
also,
you.
the sooner the better. Things just at this stage pretty much get worse if you don't get them taken care of.
Yeah,
There's no
and,
sense in letting it linger.
It's like that light that goes on. It's like that light that goes on in your car. If you don't pay attention to it, you know something bad's going to happen down the line.
Honestly, I can't hold chopsticks. I can barely hold a pencil strong enough to write. It's been really miserable, and so thank you for that confirmation.
Well, we are so sorry for you, and we know we've known you for a long time, and you're just a terrific family man, person, and you just please take care of yourself so you can keep putting your energy out in the planet.
Mm-hmm.
I love you both. Thank you for your
Love you too.
Thanks, Jim.
Okay.
Let's see. We are going to go to Sarah from Allen, Washington. Sarah, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. You're on with Robin.
Hi, Robin. Hi, Bob.
Hi, how may we serve you?
Hi, yeah, I was calling in because I keep getting a feeling that my father, his presence is around me, and it almost seems like he's kind of warning me of something, or he seems sad, and I wasn't sure if you could tell me anything about that.
He's definitely warning you. Bob's got his hand.
Is he alive or is he transitioned?
He is transitioned.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel him not only warning you, he's kind of warning all of us. He's letting us know that if we don't have our Red Cross kits organized, like, good Boy Scout, Girl Scout type of deal, it's just time to do that. So, Sarah, do you have, things put aside that if you had to live with, say, no electricity for 3 days, that you'd be able to take care of yourself and your family?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, he says that there are a few things that are missing from that kit. One of the things he's suggesting is lavender oil. Do you have lavender essential oil?
Yeah, I do have lavender oil.
Okay. He wants you to put it in the kit. He says that when there's something stressful happening, that being able to rub that on the feet and smell it is going to be very helpful. And also, lavender helps our immune systems stay really, really strong. Now, he's showing me also coming down on the top of your head, there's a huge energy system of light that's coming down. It's actually trying to get through your crown chakra down into the rest of your field, and it kind of gets okay, so he wants you to take that lavender oil and put it on your crown chakra, and then kind of swoop it down your shoulders and your arms and out your hands, and then kind of swish down your whole body like you're doing a little sponge bath, but you're doing it energetically with the lavender oil, and then place it on your feet as well. Then he says, do you have any particular rocks or crystals that are very clearing, like perhaps citrine or something of that nature?
Yeah, I have one right next to my bed, actually.
Okay, well, he wants you to, after you swish yourself with the lavender oil, put your feet on that citrine. Oh, actually, I can start to see the energy moving. So just you setting the intention, this download of energy information is coming to you. He says this is energy that you haven't had in the past, so it's not like a divine memory that we've been talking about earlier in the show. This is actually an influx of new frequencies. So your genetic system does not have a predisposition to understanding how to read these codes, which is why you want to give yourself a little bit of time to go, okay, there's some new data coming through. This is the way I'm going to bring it in and ground it. So he wants you to get a little bit more articulate with the family in terms of what you would do if there was some sort of an emergency or crisis, and maybe even practice what you would do. And he just thinks that's really important right now, not only for you and your family, but for any of us who are listening. You know, Bob and I tend to get really efficient at that during fire season here in Mount Shasta, but the rest of the time I don't particularly think about it. So after the show, I'm just going to practice loving up Bob and getting ready to grab his hand and run if something ever happened here.
And the kitties.
And the kitties.
All our kitten cats.
Yeah, make sure we got all the cat food and all that stuff. So thank you, Sarah's dad from the other side, for letting us know that Mother Earth is thinking about burping, and if she burps in our area, we need our Red Cross kits.
Well, and up in Washington too, I don't know exactly where Allen is, but there's a lot of faults up in Washington and earthquake activity that hasn't happened in a long time. And when that goes on in Washington, that means it might be coming up pretty soon. So get prepared, everybody in Washington.
Yeah, it's it's just common sense. You know, we're humans living on the planet. We know these things can happen. Why would we not have it organized?
And we live on a ball of fire
a
ball of
volcano.
dirt. We live on a ball of dirt that revolves around a ball of fire. So, nothing, everything is changing, and we're all changing and moving here. And we live on the side of a volcano. So, thank you very much, Sarah, for your
and
call.
And thank you, Sarah's dad, from the other side.
Sarah's dad. Now, if you do want to talk to Robin, give us a call at toll-free 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. We're going to go to Sharon from Bellevue, Washington. Sharon, welcome to Mystic Radio from Mount Shasta, California. You're on with Robin.
Thank you very much. I'm a first-time caller, and I'm just amazed at your gifts, Robin.
Thank you.
I really need some help. A friend of mine, they're trying to steal her money, and I've been trying to help, and there's a hearing going on now. And I was wondering if you could tell me if the judge is seeing what's really happening, and is the attorney we have working, I don't know if he's the best there is, but... do you have any idea of the outcome? And one other thing is important. Do you think she has dementia?
Ooh. Well, first of all, what's coming through is that there's a lot of past life issues presenting, that the present circumstances that are occurring are a backwash, if you will, of karma. Now, the truth is that karma is simply the law of cause and effect. So if we can, since we called in Saint Germain earlier in the show, and he's the saint of forgiveness, let's ask that if the energy of forgiveness can come in and forgive whatever your friend's karmic debt is, and bring in the violet flame to transmute the energy, so it doesn't need to be expressed out through this projection into her world, but rather she is simply moved into an energy of salvation and atonement, where she can not feel that she's on some level deserving a kickback of something because something she did to somebody in another lifetime. Let's ask for her soul to take the teaching, to be cleansed and blessed and purified, and ask that not only she, but these other people who are involved in this story, this drama that's being played out, that whatever their karma is, that they also be blessed and cleansed and purified, and that the energy simply move into a place of mutual reciprocity of abundance and communication and collaboration. There we go, the energy shifting. And to answer your other question, again, I am a medical intuitive, but I do feel that there is some dementia presenting. So I would look into, like what foods or what essential oils or what practices one can do to help release that program in one's mind and in one's body and one experience. So I'm seeing a lot of violet flame coming in. The property here where we are, which I explained earlier in the show, is a violet flame portal as a result of someone asking me about the relationship that we have with Saint Germain. It's really invited in the power of that violet flame, and it's coming in so strongly for you and your friend in this situation. So I do feel benevolent outcome is assured. Thank you for your call.
Thank you.
Thanks for the call. We're going to go to Shelley from Seattle. Shelley, welcome to Mystic Radio. You're on with Robin Alexis.
Hello?
Hi, Shelley. How may I serve you?
Well, I have cats, too, and in the last 2 weeks, I have 2 cats. One of the cats keeps urinating on my shoes in the closet. And I feel that he's going through something energetically, if it's the one I'm thinking of. His name is Winthrop, or Winnie.
Okay, so, you're going to think that this is really crazy. There's 2 things. The first thought is when a cat does that, you might want to check to make sure that they don't have a urine infection. But energetically speaking, what I'm hearing your cat say is that you need to replace all of your shoes. He says that you have changed your divine posturing. You've gone through an energy shift where literally the footprint or the blueprint of energy at the bottoms of your feet is shifted. You've gone through a metamorphosis, and so your old shoes are carrying the blueprint that's old and antiquated. So by you getting new footwear, you're going to be having your feet in shoes that are going to be recalibrated to this new energy frequency that you're carrying. So out with the old and in with the new is what I'm hearing.
And
Okay.
let me just throw something out. I don't. You live in Seattle, and you may be picking up something on the bottom of your shoes also while you're out. And it may be picking up, I don't know, poisons, pesticides, whatever. And that might be a message that your cat's giving also, because we have learned that people coming into your house should take off their shoes because you're bringing in everything wherever they've walked.
Well, and that is also a continuum of exactly what I was seeing, is that your energy print, your energy footprint, your soul frequency, the soles of your feet in your shoes, we're putting out a signal to pick up certain energy that you're not meant to be picking up anymore. So I'd go shoe shopping.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. And, I'd still get the cat checked. I'd call Dr. Nels first, and then if that didn't take care of it, I'd bring him to the vet.
Yeah, because
on top of getting new shoes.
They're trying to tell you something, obviously, and they're very intuitive, they're very smart, and they love us very much.
Yeah, she's shape-shifted, and she's moved into her authentic goddess self. So get some new shoes to sing that song.
This is Mystic Radio, and we will be back after these messages.
These boots are made for walking.
When is the last time that you felt joy-filled and free in your own body, mind, and emotions? That energy of joy in you is what I assist you to reset and restore. I'm Joy Air, and my company is Freedom with Joy. And I sponsor Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. What is Freedom with Joy? I assist people to get rid of their baggage without having to analyze or relive it. It's just gone, and you get your life back. Joy is an energy, and everything in the world has energy. Our bodies are no exception. When you have emotional baggage from the past, it blocks you from living your full life of love and joy. I'm a certified practitioner of Dr. Bradley Nelson's energy healing modalities, the emotion code and the body code. This work quite often produces marvelous results and wonderful benefits, so you can be free to live in abundant health, love, and happiness. These tools are not meant to replace any medical treatment, but if your body or mind is feeling heavy instead of joy-filled, let me assist you to relieve your burdens and lighten your spirit. Openings for new clients are filling up, so grab this opportunity to schedule a session with me. Call now to schedule your appointment for a free discovery call. 360-582-6595. That's 360-582-6595. You too could experience freedom with joy.
Mystic medium and metaphysical mother Robin Alexis is once again inviting you to schedule your personal one-on-one phone sessions with her. Robin offers you her expertise with a psychology background and her acclaimed metaphysical skills. She's a Reiki master and has been in private practice assisting people to figure out their life concerns for over 30 years. Whether you've just heard about her or like thousands of others who've worked with her on Mystic Radio and in personal readings, you know a session with Robin Alexis can change your life. Robin has a profound skill set that includes past life readings and being a medium who speaks with family, friends, and pets who've transitioned. Robin is also an adept medical intuitive whose abilities range from being able to balance your chakras and energy systems to having a special gift of helping mothers to become pregnant when nothing else has worked. Mystic Robin Alexis can assist you to feel the power of your own mind, your own heart, and your own ability to create the life you deserve. Schedule your sessions with Robin now in the Mystic Store at RobinAlexis.com. That's RobinAlexis.com or call 530 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499. Call, schedule your appointment, and change your life now.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from Mystical Mount Shasta. If it's Wednesday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio.
And I love giving readings, in case you haven't figured that out yet. I just thought I'd reaffirm that for you. If you'd like a personal one-on-one phone session, you can call Bob at 530-859-2499, and he'll get you settled. Or you can go directly to my website, robinalexis.com, and book your reading in the Mystic Store. And I really enjoy my Facebook friends. I want to thank Cindy, one of our listeners, who brought up the conversation of Saint Germain, which allowed us to share the incredible experiences that we've had with Saint Germain here in Mount Shasta, and the fact that the property we were guided to purchase here in Mount Shasta is a violet flame portal. I feel by having that discussion, it's really amplified the energy here, and I want to offer it out to all of our listeners to have that experience. And I also
explain what that is. You can pick up the energy right from the radio show, right from the portal right here in our house.
That's right. Every time you tune in here, just feel it amplified, and you know, it's like it's infectious, like laughter. Just feel it and use it and share it, and know it is the antidote to many of the issues that we're having. And I adore using Young Living products. If you want to know more about Young Living products, please privately email me at robinalexis@gmail.com.
No, Robin Alexis Young Living at gmail.com.
Oh, see, it's so nice to have a husband like Bob. Thank you.
Hey, thanks everybody. You wonderful callers. It's been a great show. You make the show what it is. Thanks to Eric back in the studio for flying the bus for us here at Mystic Radio from Mystical Mount Shasta. We will see you next week at Mystic Radio, 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. This is Mystic Radio.
Appreciate the berries. Thank you for listening to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. I'm Joy Air, and my company, Freedom with Joy, and producer Eric Ryder have brought you today's program. Tune in next Wednesday at 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. One of these Wednesdays we will be announcing when Robin Alexis will be back live.